is one of the most important checkmate patterns, because if you forget to defend your king, you will lose the game. So this video will be great for beginners and of course for advanced players too, because I will not show you 1 or 2 examples, but 10 examples based on real life games, where they, with tactical moves, they explore this debility of the back rank and of course this checkmate. So let's start. But before that, did you know that almost 87% of the viewers isn't subscribed? Why don't you like me? I'm a great person. And I know you're a great person too. Let's be friends. Why not? So if you want to help this channel to grow, and if you have any ideas, different stuff to do here on the channel, give me some comments and push the subscribe, push the like button, and of course, if you want to see the videos that we are putting every day, you can always put the notification on. Okay, let's start. Well, about this back rank mate, what is that? Well, this is a checkmate where we can win giving a checkmate in the 8th or the 1st. So this happens when our opponents cannot go anywhere because he has pieces blocking the squares to the king. So this is an example that I created, and here is white to play. Of course, if you were playing with black, you would give checkmate with several ways. But here is white to play. And because of the fact that the back rank isn't protected by any piece, I can give checkmate in one move. So the pattern is this one. And yeah, I'm showing that. So you will have the pattern to solve all the exercises. So it's quite simple. You want to explore the back rank, or with rooks or with queens, it doesn't matter. This is the simplest position. So don't forget, you want to give checkmate always on the back rank, and you need to block the squares from your opponent. So easy stuff. It's just like that. Very easy. Okay. So let's go to our examples. The first example is based on a game that has been played by Topalov and Andreas Moen. So this game has been played at 2013. Of course, I will show just the position, and this is very interesting because here it's black to play. And of course, Topalov is playing black, and we need to see a way of give this checkmate or explore the debility, because sometimes we can't win. And here, the white player has made this move. Bishop takes rook. So if you want, you can put on pause and think a little bit. And after that, you will see that Topalov has continued in a brilliant way. So here, black has one great move. Rook takes bishop. And of course, here, the white has played queen takes. And after that, bishop h6, important. If I played queen e1, this wouldn't be checkmate. Of course, if rook takes, okay, queen and checkmate. But this move protects all. So this would be better for white. So, because of the quality. But when we play bishop h6, the thing is that we are doing an X-ray. Later we will talk about that here on the channel too. And this X-ray will win this game. Because here, of course, probably the best move could be queen d4, but he has played queen takes. And of course, now we have our back rank mate. So queen check, rook takes, and rook checkmate, because the king is locked by his own pawns. So it's over. Kind of simple, no? when we see the total of games. But in our own games, probably is more complicated. Let's go to the second example. The second example is a classical one and has been played by Yuri Averbach. Averbach, unfortunately, sorry, complicated word, has died this year. He was the oldest grandmaster living, and he was very strong. So here, Averbach was playing the legend Ragozin, and this game has been played at 9054. And here, the last move has been rook to c2. And in this game, Averbach has made a very, very beautiful move. Again, if you want, you can put on pause, okay? And the move that Yuri Averbach has made is quite simple. We want to give checkmate in d8, so in the back rank, but the rook is locked by our own knight. So to solve that, we will give up our knight. And after pawn, of course, here the opponent has resigned, but the game is lost because this move loses with checkmate because the knight is locking the h7 square and the pawn is on the other square. And if the opponent takes, rook gives checkmate because, yeah, it's everything attacked. Let's see another idea. After that, king on this direction. It's checkmate again because rook is protected by the knight and this rook is controlling these squares. So beautiful mate and kind of easy one when we know that we have the tactical move. So in a game of chess, it's very important to be creative and important. We are seeing the attacking moves, but how can we prevent that? Simple. You want to have a rook protecting or a queen protecting and even advance h pawn or the a pawn to give some air to the king. And then this mate won't happen, at least easily, okay? Let's go to the third example. Well, the third example is based on a game that has been played by Henry Bird and Johannes Zukertort, two legends. This game is a classical one and has been played at 1886. So let's go to the game. Very, very beautiful, the combination, this one. Because here, the last move has been queen takes e3. Of course, this isn't the best move for black because this loses by force. Here, the white player can give checkmate in 4 moves. Can you see the checkmate? It's easy, no? Now that I've told that he's in 4 moves. Yeah, the idea is queen takes knight. And this will finish in checkmate because after here, of course, Zukertort has resigned, but after rook takes, the knight is controlling the g7 square. So after rook check, rook, and then checkmate. And the alternative doesn't work too, because if queen takes, king to g8, queen g7 checkmate, the kiss of the dead. So very beautiful, this combination too. Let's go to our next example. And the next one is more recent. It's in a game between Judith Polgar, the best female player ever, and she played with Barev. So Evgeny Barev. I think the accent is correct. So let's go to the game. And here Barev has played knight to d5, and the opening has been 1 hour. This game is kind of famous. I want to talk about that in another video because this game is very interesting. And here Judith Polgar will finish with style. So we don't need material when we have checkmate. So first we give up the rook. And then after knight takes, of course here he resigned, but after knight takes, queen d8 checkmate. back rank mate. Another one. Very, very, very simple and beautiful, because when we give up material, it's always beautiful. So, next game, Levin Aronian versus Boris Gelfand. Another game between two legends, two very strong players. This game has been made on 28th, and playing with white is Aronian, and Aronian will win this game. So let's jump to our position. And well, of course, here Aronian was already creating some pressure. Let's wait a little bit to see the position. He was creating some pressure, and then after a blunder by Boris Gelfand, he will win the game. So here the position is equal, but the thing is that Gelfand needs to play Queen A5, and here he has played that. And after this move, Bishop takes, Knight takes, the position is still playable. But the thing is that Gelfand needs to answer in a very precise way, because the idea Knight D7 will block the defense of the knight. And here exists the idea to, for example, play Knight C3 to try to create pressure on the rook, or even we can try out rook to E8. But the thing is that Gelfand has committed a blunder. So he has played rook to D8. And now we won't give checkmate, but we can explore the debility of the back rank. How can we do that? Simple. We play queen to E5 and the game, it's over. Because here the thing is that we are attacking the knight with two pieces, and of course if this rook takes, we will give checkmate, because queen, rook, rook, checkmate, back rank mate. And of course if he tries to play the knight, for example here, we just take the queen. So very simple, very, very beautiful position too. So next position. Our next game has been played at 1998 by Nick de Firmian and Ivan Sokolov. So Firmian was playing with black and Sokolov with white. And here the last move has been rook to C1. How can we explore this back rank mate and these problems? Do you know? Here, this is unstoppable. This is checkmate in 6 moves. So if you calculated checkmate in 6 moves, you are quite strong. So the first move, it's simple, queen check. And after C5, you will continue with, have you seen? Yeah, queen takes C5. And here, of course, Sokolov has resigned. But the idea is that after rook takes, this finishes with checkmate. And the idea is the same, because the pawns doesn't let the king to go away, and the rook is controlling F2 and F1. So it's over. So brilliant, brilliant combination. Next game, Yasser Seirawan versus Xie Jun. My Chinese isn't very good, but okay, let's go. So we are almost finishing this video, and here the last move has been knight to F6. And at the first sign, it looks like the black's position isn't easy, because, well, this fianchettoed bishop is very strong. This knight is giving check, and this queen is very well placed. And about the only file that is open, well, it's being controlled by both players. So this isn't easy to play for black. But what if I told you that, what if I tell you that black is better and you can win by force? Yeah, here the idea, it's quite simple. First, if you have problems with the knight, you get rid of the knight. So bishop takes knight. And after bishop takes bishop, we will continue with the only move that wins this game. Have you seen? This move, it's so beautiful. When I grow up, I want to do that in my own games. I'm 38, so yeah. Probably it's too late for me, but you still can do that. Let's go. Queen e4. Queen e4, beautiful stuff. Because if queen takes queen, rook takes, and after queen goes to e1, rook takes queen, checkmate. It's over. It's a shame for white. And let's see alternatives. What if rook takes rook? Yeah, no problem. Mate. We don't need to take the queen when we give checkmate in one move. So, brilliant stuff by Yasser Serawan. I like a lot this guy. So, great player, one of the best endgame players ever. So, next position. This has been played by Maria, I think, Muzishuk, and Umpi Koneru. So, okay. Here, the last move has been rook to f8. And, well, it isn't the best move, but the position was already better for white. So probably better would be rook b8 to try to protect the b7 square. But okay, it's complicated. This king is too exposed. So this is very complicated for Ampi Koneru. So here he has committed a blunder. And now this is unstoppable. It's checkmate in 9 moves. Can you see the checkmate? This one isn't easy. So the first move is just bishop check. And after bishop takes, queen takes, check. And now this is very complicated because king will go to h8. And after that, we have queen f7. Brilliant. Because if rook takes, the queen is not protecting the square on e8. So rook gives checkmate. And if she doesn't take the queen, for example, the alternative, something like queen d4, just to give a check, pawn takes, and, well, I'm threatening this stuff. So this game is over. So here, Muzishuk very well has seen the idea of queen f7. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. So next position, we are seeing Evgeny Agre against Axel Smith. If I'm not wrong, Axel Smith has several books, I think. I'm not certain, but if you know, please tell me something in the comments. But I think he has several books. I think I've read something of him. So here, Axel has played a blunder. Here, the position wasn't easy for him. The position was already lost. Well, okay, probably king g8, but it doesn't matter. The position was terrible. So here, he played queen to h2. How will you win this? With checkmate. It's checkmate in 2 moves. So this one is tricky, but you will find it. You've already found several exercises, so I believe in you. Let's go. How can we give checkmate in 2 moves? Have you seen? Yeah. The idea is rook takes bishop. And the thing is that if king takes, queen gives checkmate. And you're thinking, oh, but the rook can take. No, the rook is pinned. Sorry, by the queen. So Yeah, this is the only move. Of course, he can try out to play king to g8, but yeah, after queen a8, we have our back rank mate. So it's over. So brilliant. Rook takes. Last position. And this one is easy because right now you solved 9 exercises. You already know quite well the concept back rank mate. You know the tactics that explore this debility of the back rank. So for you, this is easy peasy. This is easy. So the last move was pawn take. How can we explore that? Of course, the secret is to know that the queen is controlling the squares of B. So how can we give checkmate? Yes, it's true. We have checkmate in 3 moves. Why 3? Simple. First, we will give up our rook because the game finishes with checkmate. We don't need material if we have checkmate. So rook takes. Now, of course, this is necessary. So king takes. And now it isn't checkmate because rook a8 still exists, queen a5. And then after rook takes queen, this is checkmate. Brilliant stuff. Very, very simple concept, but important. You need to see this. So, very important. When we talk about the back rank, from the point of view of the defender, you will want always to have your king very well protected. How can you do that? You want to put a rook near the king. You want to advance one pawn on the castle. For example, if you have a fianchettoed bishop, sorry, you can advance the G or the B, or you can advance H, but one square to give some air to the king to survive. From the point of view of the attacker, we have seen that this pattern can be studied for beginners and for advanced players, even masters. The differences are the concepts that we use to reach the position. Of course, if you're starting right now to play chess, probably you will want to give the first examples that we've seen. If you're an advanced player, 2000 or even more, probably you will want to study tactics, positional tactics that will help you to reach this kind of positions. How can you do that? Simple. Doing what you're doing right now, seeing these videos. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow we will be here at the same hour. Don't forget, like button, subscribe, notifications, and tomorrow I'll be waiting for you. Till tomorrow. Bye bye.